Tel Aviv is the second biggest city in Israel. You can find here absolutely everything. This is a city that never sleeps. But would it happen if it was for people that dream big, really big? One of them, and the first one, was Aaron Shlush. Neve Tzedek is the first neighborhood established outside of Jaffa's walls. Jaffa was crowded and dirty at the 19th century as more Jews came to Jaffa. Rental prices increased to levels that were hard to afford, leading to several overcrowding inspired by Jewish neighborhoods established outside of walls of Jerusalem for fresh air and better living conditions. People in the area wanted to do the same in Tel Aviv. Aaron Shlush arrived from Algeria with his family. He bought land outside Jaffa with the vision of eventually building a Jewish neighborhood there. Before Tel Aviv existed, Neve Tzedek was founded in 1887 on lands that Aaron Shlush sold to 60 Jewish families who settled there at very good prices as an act of Jewish solidarity. At this time, Tel Aviv not yet existed. Tel Aviv, the first Hebrew city, was established 22 years later. At this time, Tel Aviv not yet existed. Tel Aviv, the first Hebrew city, was established 22 years later. Ahuzat Bait, the first neighborhood of Tel Aviv, was founded in 1902. Aaron had 7 children, each of whom built a home and established a family of their father's land. In the early 20th century, Neve Tzedek flourished and became home to many writers and intellectuals, such as Rabbi Kook, who served as the Rabbi of Jaffa, the author Shai Agnon, who lived in the neighborhood and described in his book Only Yesterday, and the painter Nahum Gutman, one of the neighbor's first children. Nahum was the son of the teacher Simcha ben Zion, who taught at the Herzliya Gymnasium, a premier building that serves at both a high school and a cultural center. With the large wave of immigration in 1950s, mainly refugees, including Holocaust survivors from Europe and Jewish refugees from Arab countries, following the establishment of the State of Israel, many immigrants were housed in the neighborhood Neve Tzedek. Neve Tzedek was seen as temporary housing, and within a decade, the area became neglected, with many residents leaving. In the early 1980s, young people, including many artists, began returning to the neighborhood, restoring its neglecting homes. The revival led to the decision to preserve the neighborhood's unique character and protect its historical significance. The most prominent restored site in the neighborhoods is the Suzanne Dalal Center, located in a building that once served as a boys' school, across from a girls' school. Today, it is a performance and rehearsal space for the Bat Sheva Dance Company. The Abulafia House, the home of Shlomo and Rivka Abulafia, was a cultural center. Shlomo Abulafia was the head of Jaffa's Jewish community and joined the founders of Ahuzat Bait. Rivka was the daughter of the founders of Rishon LeZion and Shlomo's student. They fell in love and got married and moved to Ahuzat Bait. They had 7 children and their home was like a small hotel. After Shlomo's death, Rivka struggled to maintain the house and its staff, one of whom was a 30-year-old Arab orphan who admired Shlomi as a father. After Shlomo's death, the boy returned to Jaffa and established the Abulafia Bakery. Those are the twin houses on Neve Tzedek. Aaron Shlush had 7 kids, and just like any other parents, he wanted his kids, when they got married, to live very close by. So in these bow houses, he put his 2 daughters. One was very satisfied of the location of her house when the other wasn't. Why? It's practically the same. The answer is just in front of you. First cinema in Israel. It was built in 1940, and the person who wanted to have this cinema was the first mayor of the city of Tel Aviv, Mayor Dizengoff. But at the beginning, it wasn't a cinema as we know it. You cannot watch it. You can also look at it. It would also a picture. And that's why in Hebrew it calls Rianoa. It means that you can watch it. So why one of the sisters is so satisfied of the location of her house? The answer is just here, because she can from her balcony to see a film without leaving her house, but the other couldn't. And that's why one is super satisfied of the location of her house and the other was